What up, what up, what up, everybody? Episode 17, Building Character. One of your hosts, Caesar RE, co-host Black Hack 2K, and our guest this week, this guy in the small box down here, this guy in the small box, DragonsAfro. DragonsAfro. So I told you I was going to fix this problem. You know, Jesse's got all these cool gears everywhere, like all this background setup, and then he doesn't have a camera that works for Discord? What do you mean, man? I'm busting Jesse's balls because he's going to bust me pretty hard about Mario Kart here very soon. So I'm getting them all out now. Yeah, What's up, Jesse?
I'm the two-time.
Two-time. Yeah, two in a row. Two in a row. One time. You know, it's a one-time two in a row. Just a one-time. Jesse, or DragonsAfro on all socials, right, Jesse?
Yeah.
And
DragonsAfro, Afro Dragons, all the I don't know all the ones by heart, but they're on my page. So
nice. So Jesse, what we typically do during these, I know I told you signed up a little bit ago when I told you about this, and I've seen you doing your Sunday vodcast with Gabe, right?
Yeah.
And so I told you about this and you signed up. I don't know if you got a chance to go back and see any of them or see how we kind of run through this, but we kind of first just kick it off with an intro. Just tell people a little bit about yourself, you know, how bad you're at Mario Kart or something, you know, anything you want to talk about right now to just intro to the people.
DragonsAfro. I've been streaming for probably about 15 months. You know, and it's here the last 3 or 4 months I've kind of picked up the streaming a lot more. And you know, my next goal is kind of to get more content out. You know, just in kind of doing it on a regular basis. I've created Discord. I've, you know, just try to network with people, try to meet good people, like you two, which is awesome. I've tried to get more involved with the community, which is awesome, and just, you know, try to be engaging as possible. I'm in school, get my MBA. I was telling you guys before we started that I like a 6-page paper I typed today. I also have like another 6-page paper I need to finish after this, and it's all due before midnight, and then a discussion board post. So
well, hold on. Tonight? Yeah. It's due tonight?
Yeah.
That's what I said earlier.
Yes.
That's what I said earlier. I asked him multiple times this week. Like we had other people lined up. Jesse, it's gonna be a nice quick one. We're gonna be a nice quick one. We'll have you back on.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What grade you got on your paper?
Hey, do what you got to do, man. I planned for this, so I knew that I was going to wait till the day to, you know, kind of work on myself. How fast do you write a
paper? Because I know me. I mean,
he said he already wrote it.
No, he said he did a 6-page. He has another one to do, I thought.
I mean, it may be 6 pages. So I think the hardest part is already done. Like the
research and everything.
Yeah, the research of what I need to talk about. So I kind of have in my head what I'm going to talk about, and you know, now it's just finding that information to back it up. And I can't
tell you how much I think I relate with that. I'm starting to think like we relate too much on that, because like that's how I did papers.
Yeah.
Like, last minute, oh shit, let me write this real quick. Oh, boom, perfect.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to take like a game plan approach to it, you know? Like if you don't, you know, you just, you know, you can take that's when you take your time and, you know, have multiple days and all that. But I kind of wanted to test myself and see if I could do all of it. So
yeah, Ari said you've been working on all day. He said you got it. So
yeah. Me and him were up talking last night about it, because he has a bunch of work to do as well. He has 2 weeks left till he finishes his schooling up, and yeah, we've just been trying to encourage each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Ari's good at those late conversations that kind of make you miss sleep or procrastinate, you know?
For sure.
He's too much like me as well. He's too much
like me as well. Well, the other day you were saying something about getting off. It was like 2 days ago, and you kept playing. I was just like, what? So
it was at 11:10, I think. It was like I need to go to bed. The next thing you know, Dustin, Nice Guy Gaming, was on. Ended up playing for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just mistakes all around. I kick myself all the time for it, but then I remind myself one day, you know, there won't be a wake up. So you might as well get it all in now, right? That's my morbid
Yeah.
talking, you know. So, no, Jesse. So for those of you out there, Black's gonna try to claim his little thing, like, oh, you brought dragons in here, and I'm like, no, dragons come from you, Black. He comes from you. He
I'm
comes
pretty
from
sure
Yeah, I
he
did.
comes from Bryce.
and he comes from Bryce. Bryce comes
Well,
from you.
yeah,
There-
Bryce came from you.
Just see, it comes
I
from
was
you.
Whatever.
So I was the one that got Bryce into streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't finish watching that whole show. I started it, but I was the one that got Bryce into streaming, and now he was the one that got me into this community through you, Black. So yeah, I was just kind of quiet and slower and was going through a bunch of stuff in life, and I just kind of stuck to it, you know, stuck around.
You need to
And
get
everyone
back
started
on
being friendly
Bryce.
to me.
You need to get back on Bryce because Bryce,
Hey,
he keeps using the excuse that there's no good games out there. I hear him all the time, Bryce. If you're ever listening to this video, I hear you all the
he
time.
should be listening. He should be.
He should be.
listening.
You're on, right? So he should be. If he's out there now or in the future watching YouTube, he makes the excuse about no good games. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I have jumped from every kind of game at this point. And I'm not I'm gonna tell you the most I get bored when I'm by myself. Right?
Fair.
Like if I was a lone streamer streaming by myself all the time, right? Even with people in the chat, that's fine, that's great. But like just playing games with either friends or followers or whoever is kind of what keeps at least me going. It doesn't matter the game I'm playing, no matter how frustrated I get with them. So
True.
I keep telling him, man, just but I think his is more the games, but I think he has a lot of work. It's work that bears down on him.
Yeah, I think it's working. Yeah, I mean he needs to. I mean I think he could try a little bit harder, and I'll tell him that too. I think he could try a little bit harder if he really wants to play. He'll be back eventually. I don't know, when eventually is, but
sure.
He's kind of,
Was he stream sniping you today, Black? Was Bryce stream sniping you?
Different Bryce.
Oh, okay.
Different Bryce.
Come on, nice guy.
Yeah.
That's Shadow. Nice guy. Come on, man. We're talking about Bizarre.
Yeah, Shadow Knight. That's his name's Bryce too. Spelled differently.
Spelled differently, yeah. So how do you know Bizarre?
So yeah, me and Bizarre, we met through mutual friends actually. So my best friend in high school, who I ended up going to college with and still friends with, and we're all still friends. I had moved to Colorado and I flew back for a wedding, and I met Bryce at downtown. We were like partying, going to the bars downtown. So yeah, cool. Bryce is a partier. Yeah, don't let him fool you on that either.
Nah, he's the only one that's ever commented when I was out in my basement, not in my office, and behind me was my wet bar, and he was the only one who would always comment and act like I had this huge bar, like all these bottles behind me, right? Like nobody ever saw me go drink them. Like I was never going to grab them for a drink, but he was always commenting on it. So that's how I can tell.
Yeah. He's I don't know. It's like he's not what you expect. I guess at least for me, I don't know. If you see him if you see him in person, because I mean he works out and yeah, I think if you see anybody in person after developing some type of relationship with him, on stream or somewhere like that is different because you get a different perspective of that person.
Out of the chair, out of the screen, right?
Yep. Yep. That's true.
The joke I always make, people ask me, "Do you know them in real life?" And I'm like, "What am I in a box? Like, is this not real life? Like, I know these people. Yeah. I might not be able to shake their hand, but to be honest, these days, I don't know if I want to shake anybody's hand. You might get me sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. With COVID and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten your shots or?
I got my first one.
I don't leave my house.
Yeah, so I got my first one because.
Wait, Black, you said what?
I don't leave my house.
You don't leave your house? Nice. I wish I could do that.
He said he doesn't leave his house. And I mean, I haven't left my house, but with my son being 14 months old and him not being able, kids don't get the shot, right? And my wife is 19 and a half weeks pregnant.
Nice.
my wife went and got both of hers, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go because you want to be able to take him places and things like that. So I mean, I want to go, and so I want to have it, but I keep telling her, and she get mad at me. She's like, you just want it to be a problem. I'm like, I mean, look, my left hand, I get numbing sensations every once in a while. Like I sat on my hand for half an hour, like it's numb. She's like, you just want it to be that, and I'm like, no, I think that shot, has something, whether it just hasn't worn off or not yet, but it's just, that sensation where either you sit on a hand or you
Yeah.
lean on it wrong, and the next thing you know, it's like you got the tingling in your fingers. I have it
Yeah.
throughout the day quite a bit, not permanently, but throughout the day.
When did you get that shot again?
Week and a half ago.
Yeah. Okay. I remember you were saying something that you were having some
The
issues
day
in your
after,
arm.
the day after was so bad, like I could barely lift my arm, and then my left hand, yeah, it was slow on the keyboard trying to game and all that stuff. But now,
Yeah.
Did you get the
tingling.
2 shot or the 1 shot?
I got the 2.
Yeah. Which one?
I got
Okay.
Moderna.
You got
My other
Moderna,
one's
didn't you?
scheduled. Yeah, my other one's scheduled for the 24th. I'm like, I don't care. I used to get the flu shot. I didn't think anything of it. It's like whatever. But I keep telling my wife, and she's getting mad at me. She's like, I'm like, look, I'm not trying to make it a thing. I'm just saying, because she knows like where I stood was like I'm like Black. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm in. I mean, as much as I love people, and I up until the point that we had our kid, I lived in an apartment with my buddies who I went to college with, and my wife moved in when we were dating because she went to
Oh,
high
wow.
school with them. Okay, so we all lived in the same place because it was like, hey, I don't want you paying for rent. I was going to her place, she was coming to my place. If it doesn't work out, she's not on a leash. She can move out. She knows the guys I live with, so it's like not awkward, right? And she threw us some money for cable or internet or something, right? My buddies were fine with it. Well, when we dated for a year, living like that, we moved into our own place. I was still going out Friday and Saturday nights with my buddies on my baseball team. My wife would, she didn't like to go out. She would just go up and go to bed. I would go out, into the morning. I'm like 25, 26 years old. I'd go out, and I loved going out. Right now, it's not worth it to me. Like I'm not, I don't need to go get me or anybody around me sick, right? For the sake of going out. If I didn't have this stream, if I didn't have like people that I can talk to in a webcam, I probably would need to go out. But this has been amazing for me. This has been therapeutic. Yeah. What are you chatting about there, Black? What do you have going on?
He is cracking.
My moderators are hitting Ari hard right now.
Oh, because of what he said the other day?
No, I guess
Twitch
guess he said, oh, he doesn't even read chat, and a mod got rid of his thing and said, don't criticize. Because we could put notes when you mod, anyone on Facebook. And then he called me stephead, like from when I had my surgery, I had that dent. And it said, don't be rude.
Oh, man. They just don't know.
I told him, I said, Ari, don't pick a fight with someone.
But yeah, so that's streaming has definitely gotten me comfortable with not going and seeing people for sure. Right now, the only thing I'm really missing is working out. I told my wife, like, I need to work out.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, working out's important, man. I go every day, basically. So I have
my LA
I'm
Fitness
training
membership.
So, yeah.
I have my LA Fit. What are you training for? What are you training for?
I want to do an NFL tryout, so I've said that.
Yeah.
You like snickered about it. You like snickered about it.
Well, I'm excited. I think I actually have a shot, so that's
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what
I'm
position?
training pretty hard, so
what position? Nice,
running back.
Dude.
Yep.
I think I'm faster than you.
What are you drinking over there?
Does that mean I need to go try
out?
out?
Water?
Is that water? I would love to see that race.
I'll
eat nachos on the sideline, bro.
Do I need to go try out too? I think I'm faster.
Yeah, apparently.
I have no
You're only
idea.
5'11", so you can play running back. You're tall enough.
Yeah. So, how long you been playing football? You know me. I'm all jokes. Everybody knows that. I'm all jokes.
Yeah.
I still think that's my one trait though, is speed. I don't know if I'm faster than you though. So.
Did you play football? You said? Or
no. I played the non-contact sports, right? Golf, basketball,
Okay.
baseball, right? Never ran a 40-yard dash, only ran 60-yard dash. My buddies so I went to Penn State. My buddies that I met up there were on the football team.
Yikes. Ugh.
Yeah, my buddies
10?
on
Oh, God.
my buddies on the football team, like they always joked me because I would tell them I'm fast, and they're like, "What's your 40 time?" I'm like, I've never run a 40, right? I've only ran 60s because baseball is always 2 bases, right? That's what you have to run. So I always had speed. I never had size, right? And so, but I was just joking. You're probably faster than me. What's your 40 time?
I mean,
If
I
it's
don't
sub
know, probably like
4.7, you're
4.
faster than me. If you're sub 4.7, you're probably faster.
Yeah,
than me.
it's faster than that, dog. It's
Yeah, that's what I said. So
it's been faster since like freshman year in high
let's
school.
go.
Brother.
Let's go.
So now you got me wanting to flex on camera for you. So
There you go,
I ain't been out of this chair all day, so I need to do a little stretching.
dude.
But
that's fucking awesome.
yeah, I mean, working out and training's I kind of want to get into some doing some of that on Twitch as well. So I think that'd be pretty cool if I can get in shape and stuff for it.
Yeah. So
I think it'd be nice to help people, like people, streamers, everybody, just knowing that they can do stuff from home.
Oh, 100%. So you laughed at the Penn State, but you're gonna tell me you're not a Saquon Barkley fan? You're gonna tell me you're not
Saquon,
being a running back?
He's hurt,
gonna,
bro. He's hurt, bro. He's hurt.
You're just gonna tell me you're not a Saquon Barkley fan? Damn.
Bro, he's literally hurt. I mean, I am, but he has to produce if he can't be hurt all the time.
Sure.
He's nice, what he did in college, but I mean, you can't be hurt all the time, you know? I mean, he's big as shit, too. A lot of people don't realize how big that dude is. A lot of people think he's a shorter guy.
Yeah.
Because of how stocky he is.
So, are you planning to do that after graduating for the MBA from an MBA?
No, I just plan on doing it next year.
Okay. How does that work? For people who don't know, right? I don't know. How does that work? Like, how do it's not like a job interview where you show up and it's like, okay, it's job interview. Do you set things up? Do you go places? What do you do for it?
I mean, there's many different ways to do it. I mean, my kind of belief is that, and it's what a lot of, if you listen to a lot of sports podcasts, they've been talking about is like player power and different things like that, especially in the NBA. NBA players have a lot of power. They have a lot of say in the NBA organization of like just for team players where they, basically can help making sure that players aren't getting, kind of screwed over on contract deals and different things like that. So what they're talking about now is that NFL is starting to get more of that. They're starting, throughout history of the NFL, it's always been kind of like a militant type of organization where the CEO, the general managers, all those type of people are the ones in charge. So the point I was trying to make is that I think there's many different ways, and I think like all three of us do, we're all streamers. We all produce some kind of content. We're all trying to get better at our craft, and a part of my craft will be to post content of my my working out and stuff. I think once, like I said, once I get to that point where I can really show you guys where it looks good on camera. I mean, it looks good now, but where it looks good on camera, really good, and just get with you guys on stuff like that, I think that's going to help just my chances. But I mean, other than that, I mean, you need agents, you need to know people that, it's like anything. You need to know people. You need to actually be good. You need to.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's part of it, though. That's part of it, just like anything, right? Having a connection.
Yeah. Well, like, just at least trying to find the right connections and go doing the things you need to do. Cause I mean, I can't just get up and say, 1 month out, no training, and be like, I want to try out. It's not gonna work. I need to prove myself.
Sure.
So I guess that's kind of a wishy-washy question. Maybe I don't quite know that meaning of prove myself yet. So maybe you need to ask me that again when time gets closer, but that's kind of where I'm going right now. Nice. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. I ask because like it's, probably not everybody, but anybody who showed like a true interest or passion in a sport, right? Probably had some aspirations along the line of their career in that sport, right? I would say I never had aspirations of NBA. I played basketball. I picked that up in
Yeah.
middle school. I never had like, oh, I want to do this in college or professional or anything. Golf, I would say there was a time when it was like, I wanted to play college, or yeah, it'd be great to be on a tour, right, playing golf professionally. But mainly baseball. Like I grew up from the time I was 5 playing baseball, and it was like, and I still played it. I didn't play last year because of COVID. I just paid my fees to play in my record league this year.
Mm-hmm.
I always had that aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how you. I mean, I don't have it. It's not a realistic dream anymore, right? I'm playing recreational. I enjoy performing at a high level in that rec league, and it's a legit league. There's college kids who play in it who they go into getting minor leagues and things like that. Like if I found this league 8 years ago, maybe I had a chance at doing something like that, right? But not anymore. So is that kind of what drove all this? Like when did you start playing football? How did your career progress? It's not something you just wake up all of a sudden you're like, oh, I don't want to go. I want to go that path. So like, talk a little bit about that.
You're trying to say, well, not trying to say.
What drives it? No, you're good.
Yeah, are you asking kind of how I wanted to try out again, or are you trying to ask what drives just me playing, how I started football in general, or what drives my motivation in general,
Both.
or
I mean,
all that? I can hit on all those topics. So
both.
yeah,
I mean, and all of them, and even you said again, right? That implies you did at some point, right?
Yeah.
So like all of that's I think good knowledge, not only for us who I personally like to get to know people more. I mean, you've been hanging around. I like, we haven't gotten to it yet, but we've been playing Monday Mario Kart, right? Like, building a pretty nice friendship is what I would call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least,
Yeah.
Until you start beating on me too much, then it's not a friendship anymore. It's like,
well, I'll be back. I'll be back Monday.
We gotta get this guy out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
today's my last day.
Mm-hmm. All of it, just like kind of.
With the whole football thing. So, I mean, I guess first off, basketball was my first love. Football, I only got into it because of one of my buddies in elementary and middle school. They needed extra players, and me. There's a group of 3 of us that were friends, and the other, me and my other guy signed up. So all 3 of us played it, loved it. I wasn't the best at first, but I ended up working really hard and earned a spot and ended up being one of the best running backs in my grade. Nice. At least from my consideration at that time. So then 7th grade, I didn't play because there were political issues with anything at that young age. 8th grade, I switched schools, played in 8th grade, but then it was high school kind of freshman year. I started working out. And then once I got probably I think the summer going into my junior year is probably when I really started getting, good. Really started because our team was good because we would just run over people. I mean, we wouldn't play. Our stats were leading our state, but we would only play till halftime. There were only 2 games out of 11 that we played the full game. So yeah, that happened. And then, I mean, just for graduating stuff, I went to a NAI school, small school, which I don't know if y'all know what NAI is.
I do.
It's below D3 or whatever. It's National Athletic Intercollegiate Association or something like that. And yeah, so they try to say it sucks or whatever, but it's hard. You get at that level, especially my freshman and sophomore years, my youngest years, we were playing against straight D1 guys who just flunked out and or just got in trouble with things like that. So I was playing against good, huge dudes that you just wouldn't see. And then they're just doing stuff that, you're not I'm not going to say illegal stuff, but in between plays, in the course of the game, you're not going to see anymore. It's some old school stuff. So, just playing sports and stuff like that. But I mean, just getting back into football. So, I graduated my senior year. I had 1,600 plus yards, whatever, this and that. And I picked up a job right after school. I had a job right after I graduated my undergrad. And I just kind of didn't have an opportunity to actually like go after playing football. Some going through some stuff the last few years actually has kind of made me stronger and made me go through the things I need to to make me kind of where I think I'll be able to be the best person I'll ever be. So with that being said, then I got into streaming, and then when we did our first podcast, me and Gabe on Sunday, like with the lights in my face, it was just light, and it was just like the first time doing it. I was so happy, and it reminded me of playing football like a Friday night or something like that, like in high school or something. So I was like, damn, I found that fire again. So now knowing that as long as I wake up every day and do my best, like nothing's gonna, I can't be defeated, and like the only person stopping me is me. So like with that type of mentality and attitude, I've been kind of going about, and that's why I think, football. So with football now, I've gotten into CrossFit. So I do CrossFit basically Monday through Friday every day. And then I also do heavy lifting. Yeah, Black. Yeah, my neck is sore. Yeah, just like that, my neck is sore too. So I do CrossFit, and I do heavy lifting after that, and then I'll do some running and agility work for football skill stuff.
Dude, my
so,
wife started that CrossFit shit. It whooped her fucking ass.
Yeah.
No way I wish that upon anyone.
Is she still doing it?
Nah, she's pregnant right now, and the doctor told her she can't be like going crazy.
Oh my
God,
dude.
She started to right when like it was probably like, I don't know, it was a couple months before we actually found out, because she was like, wanting to get back in shape and stuff, because she used to run, cross country and all that, and used to be really fit. And then, the 2 kids, and she was starting to get back in shape. And then when she found out she was pregnant again, it's nothing good.
Nice guy signing up. He's wondering if you're taking applications for a ball boy, Jesse.
A ball boy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For practice and stuff.
Actually, I've that's kind of the thing I've been doing actually, is going around and trying to find people around that I've met throughout my years of playing sports and everything like that, and getting help from like community people like that, and everyone's always willing to help me. So I mean if he lived here, you can definitely come. I'm not paying him or nothing.
No. That's you got to drive up. Drive up from Texas, man.
Yeah, that's not too far.
No,
I'm trying to be a cowboy anyway.
There you go.
Maybe,
when
it's on the list. So Dak
when Elliot gets out of there, right?
I can't be calling people out. You guys recorded this 2 years ago. He said this. Look at it.
Hey,
bad PR.
Look. Couple weeks ago, we had a president elect, on our podcast. Phil wants to be president in 2040. So, these things are gonna live on. I'm putting these things out there.
Yeah.
So we'll watch this every Sunday when you're playing on Sundays. You know what I mean? Or I guess Thursday if you're playing on Thanksgiving.
I sure hope so. That'd be pretty awesome. So.
It'd be fucking dope. Like I said, I mean, I got fortunate enough to go into a big school like that, and I just got lucky enough to live on a floor where a couple football players moved in, and I became friends with pretty much all of them. One actually came to my wedding a couple years ago. He actually played in the CFL for a couple years. He was a kicker, but he was 6'2", 6'3", 230, And the only thing that bogged him down, I think he had maybe an injury or just not enough. I don't know, because he finished in top 3 in the country, right? National his senior year, and then didn't really get an offer, right?
Yeah, it's tough. You're hitting a whole bunch of points. I'm going to kickers are awesome. My buddy, he's a punter. He was the punter for our team. I'm going to his wedding in Arizona in October, so that's going to be Sedona, Arizona, if you guys know where that's at. So that's pretty sweet. But a lot of football players are under it. Like, I think we get a bad rep, and it's weird. Now that I stopped playing for 4 years or whatever, I think we get like a bad rap. So everyone thinks we're just all mean and freaking, ready to hurt people and eat. I mean, the eating part's true, but the mean and all that other part, it's not true at all. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was always cool. I met these guys. Next thing you know, one of my good friends is in the CFL, right? And I kept pressuring him all the time, like,
Yeah.
how you gonna get an offer? You know, get a contract. Like, go. You know, I was just probing him, trying to encourage him, kind of thing, right? Then I had a couple other friends who, you know, I would go to the parties and hang out, and they knew who I was. And the next thing you know, I'm watching them on Sunday, and I just think that's fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Oh, you have friends. Oh, you have people you hung out with that are in the NFL now. Is that
So
what you're saying?
one retired.
Yeah.
One retired.
Okay.
He played. I don't know if you know linebacker. I don't know if you know linebackers. This is Gerald
I
Hodges. He played
Mhm.
for Minnesota for a little bit. San Fran. He was in Buffalo. He lives out in New Jersey. I see him on my Facebook all the time now. He's playing pickup basketball, I think, or something now. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
nice.
He was one of the kids that lived on our floor. Just a dope kid. And then the other one was a year younger that I knew pretty well. But yeah, I mean, it was cool, right? Like to see people, you know, make their dream come true, right?
Yeah, yeah, that is. It's hard to make it. And that's one another thing is I think it's the perfect time to try. With the pandemic and everything going on, and just for me in a better place. So, but and now that I'm older and more mature, so that's the thing is like you've seen older people play sports longer. Seen people like Tom Brady, LeBron James. You've seen all these super old people, MMA fighters in general, are like 35 plus. All the champions, all the boxers, and all that stuff. You're seeing older people play. So now that I'm older and know understand kind of how business works on that side of things, it's kind of nice because a lot of that is all about for that stuff is about who you know. I've seen, like I said again, I've seen people play that are better than who sometimes I've seen, get drafted.
Sure.
And
It is.
people don't realize that until you're actually like face to face with some of these guys. Like, because TV can make perception, like make perceptions or whatever. So
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think that's like with most things. It's not
yeah,
what you know, it's who you know. A lot of time, right?
yeah, yeah. So that's
Um,
facts.
yeah. No, that's awesome. So what's your timeline then? What you're saying right after you get done with this with school right now and graduating with MBA, then you're gonna really put the pedal down?
I mean, I can finish my classes. So I'll have another class in the fall. I think I'll be signing up for. And then so after I finish this one tonight, I'll have 3 classes total. And I just gotta figure out when they're offered. But
Nice.
I think I'm just keep doing what I'm doing now and pick up streaming more, get content up.
Yeah. Now
Trying to be,
you and you're
I'm trying to be like Black Hack over
I
there.
know, right, man? He puts in full time.
Yeah,
Are
trying to
are
be
you
Brown
still
Hack.
Brown? What? Yeah.
Well, you guys are looking all serious and stuff. I mean, I gotta say something funny.
I'm not
First interview,
serious.
right?
I'm not serious. That's great. You broke him. You broke him down.
Yeah,
Well, so you mentioned when you graduated your undergrad, you mentioned getting
yeah.
a job right out. Are you still doing that? Yeah, I know he got you. Uh, are you still working that gig, or did you know push toward the MBA instead? Like what's your?
So what's your question? Sorry, I didn't care.
You're good. You're good. I said you mentioned right after you graduate, like you got your undergrad, right? And then you started working immediately, right? Are you still
Yeah,
working that gig, or did you switch gigs, or did you go all MBA? Like I was just asking about, like what's your
I'm into
job?
all in NBA and streaming and sports, my guy. Yes, sir. That's it. I'm all in on what I know I can achieve now at
Dude,
this
that's
point.
awesome.
Yeah, I have a totally different outlook on life.
Nice,
Just seeing Black freaking succeed and support himself and his family and go through his trials and
nice.
turbulence that alone was vindication or whatever the word is, indication for me that you can do anything in this world. And then also I started following a channel on YouTube. So it was like follow the channel on YouTube. Then I met Black and he was going through his stuff. And then I was just like, shit, like, okay, well, I guess things do make sense and things do happen for a reason.
Sure.
And, So I just decided to go all
100%
in.
agree with you.
Yeah. No,
So,
basically the question I was trying to ask. Oh, what do you got? You got a hat you're about to show?
so that's the hat. Yeah, that's they're called Delos. And I have like a flag over my computer stuff, and yeah, they're on YouTube, and it's like they basically travel the world on a sailboat, and they sponsor themselves and live completely off that.
That's
So
awesome.
That's dope.
yeah, so yeah, I started binge watching that, and then I'm caught up on it, and every week they make a new show, so that's what something like that I'm trying to do.
That's
dope.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yup.
That's kind of the
Single
question
life.
I was asking. It's like, you mentioned the job when you first got out of undergrad. I just was basically asking, are you still doing that while you're doing all this, right? Like, because
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot on anybody. So,
yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
basically was asking.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
why. Yeah, more content out so I can continue to grow that space. Because, like I said, I want to, especially when COVID's up, I want to be able to do those all IRL coffee things. I want to get to a point where I can do that. And yeah, I want to. Like
I
I said,
always
I want to
wanted
go.
to do that.
Yeah, I have the confidence to do it now. Before, I mean, ask me that a year ago. Hell, hell no. Streaming alone has got me better socially. I
Oh,
had
dude,
really bad
it will.
social anxiety. Yeah, it
I
really.
100% am. I feel like I could be a public speaker way more than I ever was. You know,
Yeah,
in my at my old job, I had to stand in front of 30 guys and give safety meetings all the time, and I dreaded it. And
I
now,
was
with
stressful.
like knowing what I know now, like I could do that with blindfolded and not even care. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, streaming teaches you a lot about like public speaking and just being you in general.
Oh,
Yeah, me and you
listen,
not worry about what other people got to say.
Yeah.
listen, guys. I demoed in front of my leadership this week or whatever, right? Whatever you want to define it as. It's just like, okay, this is what our team did for the last 2 weeks. And, I busted out the chicken dance and they forgot about what I was demoing. Okay.
Are you joking?
I'm fucking with you, bro.
Oh,
Are
I
you
was gonna
kidding me?
say, like, dancing for, that's
No.
awesome.
That dance
But at the
is
same time,
meant to just be
but
like locked in a box.
what do you mean, bro? I can that doesn't bother me at all, man.
And I love that it doesn't bother you.
No, yeah, no, I hear you guys. Like that's something that. So, do you guys consider yourself, or have you ever taken a personality test where you come up either extrovert or introverted? Have you ever taken that test?
Yeah,
Are you familiar with the Myers Briggs personality test?
yeah,
What is it?
Myers Briggs.
the official one, right?
Yeah, you answer a bunch of questions and then it tells you what you are, right?
Okay.
I just didn't know. You guys
16 personalities?
Yeah, but like it'll tell you whether you're extrovert or introverted, whether you're I don't know if it's factual or judgmental. It's like a couple different things. Like there's basically 4 letters it pumps out for you, and it's like those combinations. I just didn't know. Do you guys feel like you're extroverted or introverted, or you don't know?
I'm almost done with the test.
Yeah. While he finishes, I'm probably introverted. I could be alone. I don't care, dude. I want to be in the mountains. I want to
Okay,
be on a
before I
sailboat.
finish this, I think like in my head that I'm more like that. Like my wife will tell me I'm perfectly content with sitting in a dark room all by myself, no phone, no
So
nothing, and I could just chill there
a couple
all
traits of
day.
introvert, right? A couple traits of introvert is one big one, at least that I know of, is you recharge through yourself, right? Like being away from people is how you recharge. That's one big one that I always take to mind. For me, I recharge from being with people, right? I don't recharge by being by myself. Like I recharge in a group with a bunch of people. Which is weird because like for an extrovert, you're burning all that out while you're with those people, right? And you have to go and recharge. So that's one big trait. There's many others. But
I mean, yeah, I guess I could be both. I don't know. It just depends on what what I'm
what you're in
doing.
the
I
mood
don't know.
for.
I think the
Yeah.
situation has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, like one of these questions is, do you introduce yourself in a crowded room or do you automatically go to the people you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I run to the people I know.
Yeah, but I do too, but I'm extroverted, right? Like I'm the type of person where if I'm in a crowded room or a conference and let's say I know nobody, I'm not the person who's afraid to talk to other people, but I'm not the person to initiate the conversation. If that makes sense. Like if somebody comes up and talks to me, I'm good. A minute, I can go full steam ahead like I met you 12 years ago. But
Yeah.
So I mean, Jesse, you probably already seen that. How long we known each other? A couple weeks now. You're in Mario Kart. I'm bashing you left and right. Like I grew up with you. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
like it's natural for me to, I read people. I read people as best I can too. Like if I notice somebody like not vibing with that, right? Then I'm not gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
So
You know,
it all has to do with the other person as well.
yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, we've really we've gotten to know each other more in the last few weeks because I've been following you for I don't even know how long now. So
Yeah, no,
it just
I
takes time.
remember.
That's what I tell people. Yeah, it just takes time sometimes.
Yeah, no,
You got things to do.
I remember a lot of the time I'd be talking with Ari. Mainly Ari. There were a couple times where it was Bryce, but it was mainly Ari because Bryce, like I said, wasn't on much. And Ari was just like, "Oh, Jesse's on, right?" And then, one of the times I was like, "I'm going to raid," and I'm like, "I'm raiding Jesse. He's online. I'm going to raid Jesse and go talk to him over there." But yeah, you can't ever skip out on Mario Kart again, though, bro, because you left them hungry, man. You left them hungry after beating them the week before. All of them practiced all week.
Hey, they got 2 weeks to practice because I guess we got to play for the belt. Someone was, they just played for the vacancy belt while I was gone.
Yeah.
So now we got 2 champs. We got to play for the actual champ on Monday.
So Black's still taking his little quiz. Jesse, let me ask you this for everybody listening and things like that. What do you and Gabe? I've listened in a couple times what you guys are talking about, but what do you guys typically cover? Like what should people expect if they come over on a Sunday when you're hanging out with Gabe, other than Gabe taking shots for subs or whatever he does?
Gabe is on a diet. Gabe is training for an MMA fight. Yeah, and that happened what, twice?
I don't know.
Twice.
It was when I came over. That's what was happening. And Ari's like gifted a sub because he's like, I need to take a shot. Like, yeah. So,
yeah,
what goes on in that vodcast or podcast, whatever you want to call it?
I don't know, bro. We just be chilling. We just talk to people. We just hang out. Just do some chatting stuff, kind of like this. Really, I mean, we just talk about our day. We're just, Black's over there doing a quiz while we're doing this. One of us is doing something. I'm usually, cooking something. He's just sitting here talking on my stream. I don't know. Just IRL stuff.
So honestly, a question a question I want to ask you. Don't get offended by it. One is he sitting behind you, right?
He's sitting behind me.
Okay. How do you process having a conversation with him behind you? And have you ever thought about, turning, getting the cameras where you could be looking and talking to him when you are talking to him? I'm gonna ask the hard question.
Roast. A roast. That was a roast. That wasn't even a question.
Roast. I just wanted to know.
A question. Yes, I've thought about that. Okay. Some of us aren't rich, my guy.
Unless you want to donate. Whoa, buddy. Whoa.
That's how me and my wife used to do Miranda's Minute. We had something I built and we just put cameras on it and we just faced each other.
I got to touch on this because he's going back to like week 2 of this vodcast when Hoy was on, and Black and Hoy were jumping on me about the size of my room and trying to say it was a mansion in this room, and it wasn't.
That ain't a fucking mansion. It's a castle.
You guys are fucking clueless. All right, first of all. Second of all,
Jesus.
You both are rocking the Shure SM7B. You had a 4K camera that wouldn't hook up to this Discord, first of all, okay? I told you I have the 922 Pro that you have thrown somewhere. You don't even know where it's at, but Discord still remembers you have it, okay? So before we start throwing around, like, those comments, I'm coming at you fast. All I'm asking, you've thought about it.
You see his mixer back there, though?
Yeah, his mixer behind, too. Like, this man came at my... I was not a roast. That was just a question I've been lingering for.
Still in a box.
Yeah, I know. You're getting ready to give it away. I'm assuming, Jesse, when you're doing it, you can see Gabe, right? You're streaming, so you can see him because you're obviously streaming his camera into your computer. Right?
Is what you're asking?
I'm just saying, like, for me...
Yeah, we can see each other.
Yeah, I watch you. You turn around, you look at him like this. You do this right
No,
here.
Son of a bitch.
I do that for fun. I do that for fun.
Yeah,
No,
I
he can see
know.
me. I come out on the TV for him to see us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it looks like the way we're talking on my screen. That's how it looks.
So look, you took it as a roast. That was a genuine question that has been lingering.
It became a question.
It was a question to start. That's some
Look,
bullshit.
Black is laughing. That's how I know you're lying.
No, he's fucking
Look at him.
reading his little quiz. He doesn't know the answer to the question. That's what he's laughing
No,
about.
I'm laughing at you.
Why are you
Thank
laughing
you.
at me?
Thank you.
You're gonna tell me my shit was a roast? My shit was a question. I wanted to know
He
how
be
that
trying-
setup worked.
He be trying to low key roast all the time. It was like, I
That's-
got you, bro.
That's some bullshit. That was a
Oh my
that
God.
was a I am curious.
I
of
thought it was
what-
like a backhanded question. I'm not even gonna lie.
Thank you.
I
guys are
personally thought that.
You guys
I
are
thought
fucked.
you were ready to get an answer from Dragons here.
And then
that you
smack
just
it?
didn't know what was gonna be.
No, the answer I
Yeah.
wanted was like, what does Gabe see? That was basically my
Thank you,
question.
Mary.
Yeah.
Did I ask it in a backhanded way? Kinda. But
You
would I be,
did.
but let's be honest,
You
would
should just ask straight up. It would have been less offensive.
Yeah, true.
I wanted it to be offensive. I wanted it to
See,
be
oh, now
offensive.
he wanted it. What are we arguing about? That's what I'm saying. Like,
We're
what?
not- did I say that?
Now you're trying to play along.
Am I
Oh, my
arguing?
God.
I didn't know I was arguing. I thought I was just,
Oh,
you
never
know.
mind. Holy shit.
Listen.
I don't know what we're talking about. If
I
you're
don't
not
either.
arguing,
Yep, same.
Wait, do we think we're
Same.
arguing?
Nope. Next
Oh.
question, please.
Yo, next question. Listen to this. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Is that your next response?
Practice? Talking about practice?
No, come on.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
knows. Everybody knows. I have to troll a little bit, but honest
Okay.
question was, what is Gabe seeing? Because I assumed you were seeing Gabe through your streaming, right? But I didn't know there's a TV that Gabe is looking at to see you. That was basically my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, so I've set up so that everything I see, he sees. So
Sounds like you're pretty rich there, Jesse. Just gonna throw that out there. You have, you just have all these setups, these monitors. All right, I'm just saying.
I'm
listen,
an avid tech
if you're
guy, so
that can't get a camera
too,
hooked
Jack.
up
I
in
save
Discord.
I save old TVs up, over the years. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm just playing. I'm hard playing right now.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
know.
My wife opened up the closet that's behind my camera right here, and a fucking TV fell out.
Oh my god.
It's like,
Oh,
oh
wait.
god, it's
You're one of those
broken
guys
now.
too. Yeah.
I
Always, it
am.
doesn't matter how old it is. I want to
I
keep
don't
it.
care.
I can
I
use
do.
it. I can maybe use it in the future, probably
Yeah.
for something. So that's what I did.
Nice.
So,
That's
but I
great.
got like a switcher box so that I can switch like my main TV through like normal
Yep.
TV. It can show my computer, it can show my Switch, it can show Xbox. So I got one of those too. Yeah.
Look, I love it.
I
I love it.
Eventually, if I can make it on this thing, I'd love to get a kitchen one too. Me cooking. It's fucking all over the house. Just a camera all over the house.
Got to watch the bathroom. You might get banned for that. Okay.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
watch-
the bedroom.
You gotta. I don't know. I mean, you said you're single and ready to mingle. I don't know if the bedroom's seeing much action these days.
I said,
you know
I
what
said
I
that
mean?
tonight. Oh,
No,
damn, bro.
You said that for when you signed up for this damn thing
I said that I forgot about that.
in the chat. Yeah, man. That's how you signed up.
Fucking, I was ready to mingle.
Yeah.
I ain't ready to mingle no more.
Now you settled down.
No, I'm ready to get this homework done. Fuck up.
Holy hell, man! This man gonna try and make me feel bad. I'll show the
Bro.
receipts, bro. I'll show the receipts where I'm like, yo, you good for this week? Yeah, I got this. I'm like, okay, well, I can
No,
get somebody
no,
else.
that's not right. No,
And then he's
bro.
just like, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay, like I gotta take the man for his word. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I was just busting your bubble. I was just busting.
You ain't bursting this bubble. Hey, I'm unpoppable. You heard of unstoppable, right? I'm unpoppable.
No, I thought you was the dirty bubble from SpongeBob. That's what the fuck I thought.
That green one that floats around.
The one that got popped, the dirty bubble. Yeah.
No, dude, I mean, I am not going to be the one responsible for you not getting your paper turned in.
Oh, it's getting turned in. How good it gets turned
Do
in?
you guys
I
want to
don't
write it
fucking
right
know, right?
now? Do you want to write it right now, guys? We can just write this paper. What's it on?
Everyone just fucking writes it. What's it on?
I get a sentence. Black gets a sentence. You get a sentence.
We're gonna be here all night.
Oh yeah, we'll be here for a while.
What's
What's
it
it
on?
My
about?
grammar's shit.
Well, that's
How do I
autocorrect for
explain
that.
this? I don't know. I gotta figure out how to explain.
What's the
it.
class?
See?
What's the class? How about there?
Fuck, dude. Let me tell you the
fuck.
class here.
You
Hold
better
on.
drop off this call right now and go write this goddamn paper.
No, it's not too bad. It's called marketing a worldview. It's a marketing class.
Okay.
So basically what I'm writing about here is a company or a something like that. So basically I'm creating my I'm creating my, if I'm creating a company. So I'm creating a company and I'm writing about that and how it would work in a marketplace, which
Okay.
is the marketplace of like the Wichita, Kansas area and
Okay.
region. And I have to basically do research on why it would work, how it would work, how you would start the company, how you would market the company, blah blah blah, stuff like that. It's just like a marketing plan
No, it's dope.
for
I
me
don't,
creating my own
unfortunately, I
company.
can't. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a marketing guy. I would have no clue.
Yeah, my study's not in marketing, but in order to graduate global finance MBA, you need to do a marketing class. So that marketing means like so it's a lot of like similar stuff to like think of Twitch. So you guys are streamers, right? You guys like to look at your statistics, right? You guys like to look at,
All
okay,
the
where's
time.
my content going? What kind of viewers am I getting? Just that's the stuff you're going to be needing to think about then if you're not, if you want to grow or do anything. But
I'm just
it's
here so I won't
marketing.
get fined. That's all.
I actually just made a
I'm just-
YouTube video on it.
No, did you?
Yeah. About what I
Put-
focus on and how I grow my
Can you
content.
transcript that? Like get the caption, closed captioning on it,
I
and
think
print it
I-
out,
I
and send
think
it
I
over to
watched yours.
Jesse, and he'll turn it in. He'll turn it in as a
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, I'm just use you as
I'll
That's
sum
my
it up in
assignment.
like
I'm
less
down.
than 30 seconds. You find where you peaked and you replicate it a million times, and you're gonna be
pretty
good.
much. Pretty much. Well, I mean, if you think about this in a business sense, yeah, I mean, we're a product or a service,
Yeah.
and we're just
Or someone's
basically-
Netflix, as Caesar said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm somebody's TV station.
Yeah. So basically everything I've been doing with streaming and all that stuff, I'm just kind of using that together with my marketing or with my knowledge of business and stuff like that. So I try to things I like enjoying life and my schooling. I try to always maybe there's some kind of connection between them. So that's kind of what I'm doing,
Nice.
creating a company like that. Yep. So that's kind of the marketing aspect of it. That makes sense.
No, it
Does
does.
it make better sense? Because you were saying you don't know what that is.
No, I was saying that I'm not gonna be able to write a paper on marketing. That's what I was saying.
Oh, yeah.
Marketing
Marketing is weird. Marketing is weird, anyways. Because marketing, when people ask what marketing is, like, what is it? What the fuck is marketing? And that's kind of when I explain to people like other streamers and people and stuff. It's like marketing is literally what we do, is what we're looking for. All that stuff that all that statistics and all that stuff that we're trying to find and be able to show it to get other people to view us and all that. Like, all that stuff is marketing. That's what marketing is. So. But yeah, trying to write 6 pages on it was terrible, to say the least. Because talk about Kansas. There's not much going on here, dog. Not at all.
This ain't Kansas.
I was about
anymore.
to say,
No,
yeah.
so
Toto.
many times.
Toto.
You
Yeah.
fucking Toto.
Wizard of Oz, yeah.
I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in a minute. It's been a while.
I haven't seen the original one in forever.
Have you
There's
seen
a
The
second
Wiz?
one?
Yeah, well, my kids watch the cartoon one all the time.
Yeah, I've never seen
I haven't
any of
seen that
those.
one.
I've only seen the old one. The Wicked
Michael
Witch.
Jackson one. The one with Michael Jackson, Wiz.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
I don't know what
He
you're
didn't.
describing.
The Wiz? You don't know what The Wiz is?
Is that a movie? I've
Oh my
only
God.
seen The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God.
You know,
this guy.
Dorothy, Toto, the
Black,
lion,
please tell
the
me you're more
scarecrow.
cultured. Please tell me you're more cultured. Black.
What?
Oh, fuck. Ah, damn it.
Wait, what?
Not mine. Never mind.
I
You
mean,
know what
it's
The
just
Wiz
like-
is? You know what the Wiz is?
I think I've heard of the movie. I just never
Oh my
watched it.
God.
I thought we were.
Not the
He's-
Wizard
wait,
of
what?
Oz.
He's describing a
Wiz.
different movie.
I thought he was talking about Oz, and then he was calling it Wiz.
Is that what it is?
Oh,
I've seen Oz a
It'd
couple
be funny.
times.
It'd
No,
be funny if
uh-huh.
Jesse's getting it wrong, but it sounds like Jesse's confident. There's a Wiz, and there's an Oz, and there's a Wizard of Oz. That's
I've never seen The Wiz, if it is a movie, but I have
Oh my
seen
God.
Oz.
Is Oz have Michael Jackson in it?
I don't know.
No, it don't.
It's
So,
very
the Wiz.
theatrical.
You would know. You would know.
It is extremely.
You know who
dramatic.
Michael Jackson is, don't you?
who's Michael
Yeah.
Jackson again?
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know if Black knows who he is.
Dude,
have
I
CD
do.
listen, I have Michael Jackson's like.
Someone told me
Greatest
you
hits
lived in a
on
small town.
CD.
I didn't know.
I have.
MJ
greatest
didn't make
album.
no country music.
1978.
Ain't nothing
The
wrong with.
Wiz.
See
Yo,
what I tell you?
Michael Jackson.
There you go.
Son of a bitch. Never seen it.
too late now.
It's a
Too
smidge
late to
before
see
my
it now.
time.
Too late to see it now. Smidge before my
Sure.
time.
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking movie. Holy crap.
Yes, sir. I can
It's
I can
got a
educate
good
y'all.
Rotten Tomatoes.
educate y'all.
What's it have on? What's it have on Rotten Tomatoes?
Here, one second, I just closed out of it.
And to be honest with you, I don't trust Rotten
It's
Tomatoes.
5.5
I
out
trust-
of 10.
I trust my-
on
I mean, yeah, it's not
IMDb.
the best. It's
Listen,
not the best, but
I trust my own.
I'm not saying it's the best. Yeah.
I trust my own judgment. You know what I mean? I like things that other people don't, but it don't matter because if I like it, that's all that matters. I'm not the
I like
person
low
to go. With,
budget films that have
Yeah.
bad quality.
I'm not the person who goes with the crowd. I'll tell you right now, I'm not the person who goes with the crowd.
We can tell.
Whatever, bro.
Have you seen that hair?
Whatever, bro.
Have you seen his
Yeah,
hair?
where's that mullet at?
It's-
Shit, you get a mullet, I get a mullet. How about that?
It's
Yeah.
actually up. It's actually up with a rubber band.
And
right
then
now,
you
'cause it's
guys
all I had.
race after you both have the mullet.
Bro.
Who's the fastest? Who's the fastest?
I am going.
Who's
I
got
am,
the longest tail?
I am going with a mullet here soon. I just don't know when.
My tail is well, my yeah, no, we just never mind.
I'm going with a mullet soon. Just I don't know when. I think I'm
You've
gonna
been
end
saying
up.
I thought you were already there.
I,
No, no,
I
no.
did too.
No, my hair is long on the sides, guys.
It's long
I'm
on
not
the
doing
sides.
it. I'm not doing it again. All right.
You
My
talking about
hair's a
ponytail
mess.
or what?
No. What? Right now?
Yeah.
I just said I picked up a rubber band I had on my desk and I just put it back because it was all over the place.
Let me see. I've never
He
seen.
just did that like 2 seconds ago.
Did he? I wasn't paying attention.
What, the rubber band? I did it at the beginning of this.
Oh, that feels like 2 seconds.
Oh, that's
ago.
what his head looks like. I've never seen his head.
Oh, he's got.
Holy shit!
He's
Turn to the
got
side. That's
you look like
crazy.
you're about to direct a shitty porno.
Just do one of these. This is how I'll sit here. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, we're gonna go up in views because someone thinks we're gonna know what we're talking about.
What are we gonna talk about? What did you say?
You just look like a shitty director.
I don't know. My hair is all over the place these days.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Kath.
I got a mark on my forehead. It is what it is. No, my hair is long. I don't know. So today, actually, I think I'm putting in the works. My work is offering child care leave because of COVID. What do you thumbs up in here?
Kath agreed. I said,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about, Kath.
So work is offering child care leave, minimum of 3 weeks, maximum of 6 before June 30th. And I wasn't originally going to take it. It's 60% pay, so I'll lose out a little bit of money. But I'm going to end up, I talked to my wife, it'll just help her because she's pregnant. We got the little one. So I'm going to end up taking 3 weeks. I was afraid, like, I have no problem with stream. I would shave my face into whatever, cut my hair into whatever for stream. For work, a little bit different, right?
Mhm.
Maybe during those 3 weeks off, I go, nice little Fu Manchu mullet, I'll do it.
Dude, that baby's gonna be scared shitless of you.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Without a doubt, I'll do it. You see that shit doing the chicken dance?
Hey, hold up. I
Maybe
do have a
that's why
serious
my
question.
fucking hand hurts. Too many of those
Because
shit.
you've been doing all this.
Yeah, fucked something up. What's your serious
I
question?
do. Okay, so this has been crossing my mind for like the past week. What am I gonna do when Miranda comes home with the baby? Because obviously I have to take a day off. Because like
Wait, you're
she'll be giving birth.
so you're not going with her to the hospital?
I'm still not. I'm not even allowed to go to her appointments. I don't think I'm gonna be allowed in the delivery room.
That's bad. That's
I mean,
terrible.
it has changed for us, so
Oh,
I'm
dude,
wondering
our
if it changed for
hospitals
you
are.
guys.
My governor's crap. So,
Okay. All right. So,
but like it doesn't
The
matter about
Democrat.
that. Yeah. So what is?
what are
I
you
don't
gonna
think
do?
I'm gonna
You're
take a
saying?
day off. It like beyond just giving birth and coming home. I don't think I'm gonna take a day off.
I mean, Jesse will stream to your channel for a day. Give him that stream key. He'll keep it going.
But like I'm serious. Like I work at home. Like I can always just end if something happens or she needs help. I can just walk over.
True.
It's however you work that out. That's why I have not taken that plunge to. Well, that's not the only reason why, but that's why I have not taken the plunge to full-time streamer, because this is not
It's
my full-time gig.
I don't know when it's
Even though I stream
you stream more than
4
me now.
hours, I stream 4 hours a day on average, 7 days a week, compared to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's 40 hours compared to what, 28?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you realize you stream more than me?
I don't think so.
No, my day off, you catch up.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I can't wait to start streaming again regularly. So after today, it's back. So relieving.
Turn in this paper, and you're doing a 24-hour stream tomorrow. That's what I heard. Everybody,
let's
Dragons
go.
Afro, 24-hour stream tomorrow.
You heard it here, chat.
You heard it here first.
Not me.
May 8th, 5/8, 5/8,
No, sir.
2021.
Not tomorrow.
Dragons Afro.
Maybe in like a month.
After he turns in that paper, he pours himself a celebratory drink. 24 hours. He's good to go.
No drinking
Do a
on my
subathon.
side. Subathon?
Yeah.
Subathon. There
See
you
what
go.
happens. We'll see what happens. You
I've
can't pause
never
with
done-
subathons though.
You
You can
can't
pause.
pause.
Going, right?
People do it all the time.
Oh,
Walk
you
to
can
the-
pause?
Fuck, Walk to the
I walked
bathroom.
away for an hour.
Fucking Ludwig went to sleep. And they were still praising
But
him.
it was
He was
on-
just fucking sleeping.
The camera was on him though.
It doesn't
You
work.
just said you wanted your shit in the bedroom too.
What?
So like, who
Well,
cares?
yeah.
You think I would care if somebody watched me sleep? What fuck I care?
I would. I don't know what I
I
do in my
would.
sleep.
I'd be
My
talk- I'd
wife
talk-
says I get weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Man, I don't remember having that other baby.
Look. You know what's funny? You know what's
You
funny?
you order Uber Eats or something. What?
Jesse, you know what's funny about that comment he just made? Is
What?
he's fucking weird when he's awake. So she's calling him weird when he's asleep. How bad do you think it gets?
That's,
You know what I mean?
That's what I was
The
trying to
other
figure
night,
out.
and I didn't even know it.
I was saying. Damn.
Oh god.
All right. Well, hey, we've been running for about an hour. I think we got through a really good amount. Jesse, I'm going to demand that you come back on this
I for sure will.
in a couple weeks. But at the same time, you know, the dad in
If you
me.
upgrade to the CamLink Pro, you can use your camera. That's what I did. Because I have more than one camera now, but
there's not a CamLink Pro.
yeah, it takes 4 inputs. I have it. I use
When
it
did that
for
come
all
out?
3 of my DSLRs and my game rig. I don't even
When did
use
that
the
come out?
capture card. Like last month.
Ah, fuck.
I bought it the moment it come out.
God
It was
damn it.
live boom bought. It
How much was it? Like $299 probably.
was like $349.
Yeah, I need something close to 300.
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's worth
try
it
to
though.
sell the other ones. Try to sell the other
You
ones.
can't even
bro.
buy any other computer hardware right now, can you?
No.
I haven't even looked. I need some stuff for my computer, but I'm not even gonna look to try because
I think I got a RAM stick going out. No lie.
I need more storage. I'm trying to build a NOS or like a attached device or storage or whatever, you know, because when I like travel and stuff, I want to be able to have like, I want to be able to go in and get my files and do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I created one like on
I
an Apple Pie or a Pi. You guys have, wait, what's up? I'm sorry.
I'd plug a 4 terabyte drive into my router and then I can access it anywhere. My router's just has that capability.
Oh, the network attached drive or whatever.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what's going to work. It just depends on what how much content I want to hold and just future plans is what I try to think about as well.
Well, if
Because
you're
I don't
ever in
wanna-
Illinois, I can give you a server rack.
You have one?
I got one in my basement. It's got battery backup. It's got a server rack for a whole like raid station, and then it's got two big ass switches on it.
How much you want for it?
Nothing. Just get it out of my fucking garage.
Shit. Wait, where do you live at in Illinois?
Central. I'm
The
like
Central part? I think you're like
Yeah,
8 hours from me. I think.
I'm just south of Springfield, Illinois by like 45 minutes. I'm right off of 70.
Yeah, you're probably like 8 hours or less. Because I think Chicago from here is like 8 hours.
Chicago's 5 hours from me.
You might be closer.
Have to
I'm
look it
an
up.
hour from St. Louis.
Me and Bryce on our way. Me and Bizarre.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm only an hour from St. Louis.
Yeah, so okay, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not that bad then, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know what to
Uh-huh.
do with this thing. I always planned on putting my rigs in it and then mounting it on my wall,
Yeah.
but like I just never got around to it.
Are you
Like,
gonna
fuck it.
you have a plan to do a whole new setup in the future?
Oh yeah, I wanted to. I
Yeah.
right before I moved to Facebook, I had a whole nother computer purchased that I ended up canceling so I could have that extra money just in case Facebook didn't work out for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
I
computer?
had, huh?
What was the computer? I want to know the
Oh.
specs.
It was the biggest Ryzen I could buy, which was like a
Yeah.
Ryzen 9 5820 or something like that.
Okay.
And then it had the 3090 in it with 124 gigs of RAM. It was like
Okay.
$6,000, and I had it bought, and it was
Eh,
waiting, and then I was just in the cancellation period when I finally pulled the trigger on Facebook, and I was like,
I
"Fuck
heard-
it, I gotta cancel it," and I'm glad
heard
I
some-
did.
But yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, good thing you did anyway, because now you're
Yeah.
on Facebook. I think you made
Yeah.
a better decision for the long run.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
Last month I made about a third of what I needed to support myself.
Mhm.
And this month I'm right on track. If I keep this going, I'll be able to sustain myself on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's challenging though, because I mean, you got a family. I was thinking about it. I was like, you got a family and everything like that.
Yeah, and
you know,
we're gonna have a new we're gonna have a new bill starting
yeah,
July because I won't have insurance, so I'll have to go through like the healthcare place and try to buy insurance
from the
or
market,
whatever that. Yeah,
the Obamacare thing. That's I think it's
yeah.
still
Well,
up.
I don't even know what it's called. Health? Is it the healthcare market?
You talking about
It's
the public
something like
health care?
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Obamacare. Obamacare is the public health market.
Yeah,
I think you can buy. I don't know how that works. I don't even get
I
me
gotta
started
look
in the
into it
political
all.
stuff because companies are that shit's so stupid.
dude. I
They
got a
screw us.
rate and it was like $1,200 a month
That's ridiculous.
just for me. And like with
Well,
my
that's for
company
you.
insurance,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how many kids I have. It's flat rate once I go family. But with the healthcare market, it matters how many kids you have. It goes up and
Yep.
up and up.
Yep.
And it's like,
Yep.
oh. But there again, with the state of Illinois, the state automatically gives kids insurance up until they're 6.
Oh,
So
really?
even if I'm uninsured, my kids are insured until they're 6. So that's good.
Yeah, yeah. You're about to drive me down a dark rabbit hole
I
about
don't want to go down it. Trust
how
me.
corporations and the healthcare system and all that is kind of screwed.
Oh, I
and-
just had to pay like.
Why can't we just all be
10
nice to one another and just help each other out? Like Jesus.
I just had to
Yeah.
pay like $782 just to get my MRI because they wouldn't let me because my bill had already been racked up. And I'm making my payment as directed.
Yeah.
We set up a whole payment plan and everything. And they were like, "Oh no, you're not allowed to get this MRI until at least this balance is paid." And I was like, "I need to talk to your financial
That's
department." I
you
sat down
can't.
with them for it was like 25 minutes, and they were like, "Well, you just have to pay this if you plan on getting your MRI today." And I had to, because I had to figure out if I was having another surgery.
Yeah.
So I paid it, and
Pisses me off,
I don't
honestly.
even have to get another surgery now. So
You talk about motivation and fire, dealing with stuff like that, like having insurance, not having insurance, and just kind of growing through like that just lights my fire every day. I want my kids, my future kids, to one day have a better world than we have. Like this shit, there got to be something better than this. Come on now, seriously.
did you see the bill that they're trying to pass to give the child tax credit year long forever?
Yeah, like $300 or something.
Per kid
Or
a month
per kid
forever.
per month. Yeah, I did see that.
What the we're gonna have $18 gallon milk, dude. No
I don't know,
way.
man. I don't know
I'm
how.
gonna
I
buy
don't
myself a cow before that happens. Let me tell you. Saying.
sell a cow.
I'm gonna buy myself a cow.
Oh, you're gonna buy yourself. I was gonna say I'm keeping that thing too.
I'm saying I'm gonna
Like
buy
the
myself.
stock investment.
I'm gonna buy myself a cow, and I'm gonna be selling $20 bottles of
I'm gonna
milk.
be calling Kenny for eggs because his
You better-
chickens.
You better watch out, because Karen, if you're selling bottles of lemonade or milk on the sidewalk, Karen may
Facts.
call the
You
cops
can't.
on you.
You can't
Yeah.
say that. You can't say that.
Well, I can't. Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you
Okay.
can.
You can say whatever you want. But what I was what I wanted to do was not. I started to say my dad and me before we started talking about my hair and everything, and then we went into healthcare, and I'm not gonna be to blame for this paper not getting turned in on time. It is 9:40 my time. I know that means it's 8:40 your
sick of
time.
me.
You guys will have 3
Yeah.
hours left to get that paper done. Jesse, we're
No,
gonna
he's sick of me already.
bullshit. I could go all day.
Dude,
But-
Doge is way up there.
Dogecoin?
You're gonna talk about Dogecoin.
What you got to say?
I only put
So-
$25 in. Focus.
I can't. Nope.
Focus.
Nothing yet. There it is. Oh my god.
There you go.
It's $25 worth of Doge.
XRP is next.
Yeah.
Is what my buddy's been telling me. So I'm trying to get that. I've been trying to get something like that started as well. So obviously I'm in finance and global investing and all that shit. So that's something down the line I plan on doing. So I already have like a category in my Discord for that. But there's
that's
nothing
cool.
really started. So yeah, I'm kind of looking at starting some kind of programming or something where the community can kind of come together on that stuff and make it easy, so friendly. Because if I were to look something up, or if I had a question, I would want to, those answers, that stuff kind of answered and easily accessed. So
Sure.
that's something.
And by a
I wanna get
reputable
to.
person, not just some dude on YouTube.
Exactly. But like in the realness of it, like the real, like legit
Yeah.
way, not that bull crap, but hide around the bush, like kind of give
Yeah.
you like the long answer, like tell me the truth about how it really is, so educate myself too. So I don't know.
Yeah. Black
But,
likes
yeah.
to keep those secrets to himself, but just ask him about XP glitches. Okay.
That was an entire
Whoa.
season
Just
ago.
ask him. Just ask him about
For
XP glitches.
Fortnite.
Yeah, it was like 2 seasons ago.
And people don't forget.
Oh my god.
People don't forget.
My day 1 in a season, I found a glitch and I got level 100. And I
Yeah.
had told Caesar I'm done buying the battle pass all the way through. And I found a glitch and I had full battle pass in like 2 hours. And
Oh my god.
and Caesar was
And he
like,
didn't
buy
say
your
anybody.
tears. And I was like,
He didn't tell anybody. He kept that shit
No.
to himself.
I just kept doing it. And then by the
Fine.
time
Well, that's what happens.
The
You can't
next
tell
day-
nobody. It gets cut off.
yeah, by the next day when I
Exactly.
found it, they patched it.
Exactly.
You guys just talked about financing. You talked about telling people and helping each other out, and then you're like, "Oh, well, you find it, you just keep it for yourself, okay?" So
Well,
that's
if you know,
"Oh,
you
I
know."
found
You
this.
know what
I
I'm saying?
found this cryptocurrency. Let me put in, but I'm not gonna tell anybody else because if I tell
Which
them,
is-
they're gonna take it away.
I literally just told him about XRP. If you know, you know. The plain is right, Black. If you know, you know.
Yes.
That's it.
He could have easily, under the covers, told people there's an XP glitch out there. Didn't have to
Chase, if
announce
you
it.
knew, you knew. If you knew, you knew. You would have known. If you knew, you knew. You would have
You know
known.
what? I am tired of you. I am tired of you
Oh
right
my
now
God.
because of those type of gang up moments. All right, I was laying off of you. I wasn't roasting you there. I roasted Black,
He
and you
admitted.
came to his defense, and you were like, "Let me just be big brother and let me defend you here." I was like, "I don't need. You're the running back. You're the guy with the ball, not the linebacker, not the lineman. Okay, all right. You don't need to be blocking for him."
Fair.
Fuck, you ain't blocking shit for me. I'm eating my nachos on the sideline, bro.
But no, I want you to sign up. You can sign up immediately. You can sign up whenever you're ready to. I want you to get back on this when you're not making me feel guilty for crunching your time. Because
bro, I thought you're good.
Nope. I'm recording. I'll show you the clip back. I'll show you the clip back. We're about 30 minutes ago.
I'll show you it from earlier this week. I said, how long you thinking this is going to be? I have 2 hours cut out. Yeah, hour, 2 hours. I'm good. I'm just giving you shit.
It is.
Anything past 2 hours.
We got 15 minutes left. We got 15 minutes left. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, it's not as long as the stream was going because the stream didn't get started for what? Black, like
that was my bad. that was
I've been
fault.
live for 1 hour 45 minutes, and I went live right at time.
Right.
Yeah, that was my fault. I asked you if I needed to be prepared for anything.
So I didn't know a camera. Well, all right. You know what, chat? Hey, guys out there listening now or in the future, if you want to be a guest on an episode, we require you to either have a camera or a funny animated version of yourself, okay? Like a cartoon character that's going to like animate yourself, the way you talk. That's fine too. You know, if you want to hide from the people out there and you just want to have this like memoji doing your little, then that's fine too.
Don't ever do that again.
Why don't do that? What is your emoji doing? Because my emoji ain't doing that.
When I'm talking,
Jason's doing that. Mine ain't doing that.
You guys are ridiculous.
You did it.
I'm just opening my mouth.
Oh, we know.
Oh, we know. We see.
Just nothing's coming out.
Thank you, Dustin. For anyone that doesn't know, Dustin is putting the sign-up sheet in chats right now across the board. He's gonna be putting in the sign-up sheets. If you guys want to sign up and be a next guest in a following episode, you're more than welcome to join the Discord, jump in the sign-up channel, put a little blurb in there. I'm more than happy to have you on the show.
And if we don't know you, we won't roast you.
I mean, maybe.
Sorry, Jesse. You know, if we didn't know you, we wouldn't roast you.
Fair. That's fair enough. It means you love me.
So when are you? Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it means.
So we've talked to a future president, and now we've talked to a future NFL star. I feel honored.
I mean, it's gonna be, you know, something. It'll be like highlighted episodes. We'll have to raise those to the top to, you know, clout chase a little bit. You know what I mean?
Clip them.
You gotta clip it and you post it up there and get the clout fans up there.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Might as well, shit.
I ain't about that. Like
everybody. Permission for this one.
Yeah, but guess what? I don't want this one. I want the one where you're talking about the actual success grind, right? I want that one.
Come back.
I want that one.
10 year. 1 year.
You know what? You'll be like, nah, I ain't. No, I'm just kidding. You'll be like, nah, I'm Mario Kart with you guys. Fuck no, losers. I'm playing with Tom Brady right now. I don't got time for you.
Tom Brady. I hope he's still playing. I mean, he's ready. He might be winning Super Bowls like that, going undefeated and shit.
And so, you know, I know we'll be winding down here and whatnot to keep that 2 hour window because you're telling me, you know, you're not going to bust my balls as long as I stay within that 2 hour window. Honestly, my fire started to fade with baseball when Derek Jeter retired, because my dream growing up was to play on the same team as Derek Jeter. Like that was he was my guy. That's who I watched. I played the outfield. It wasn't like I played his position or anything like that. That's what I wanted. And it kind of faded when he was no longer in the league. It was like, okay, kind of fading. I got older. Now with my son, my son is 14 and a half months old. Seems like he's probably going to be coordinated. We'll see. I don't know. He walked early, runs, throws the ball, tries to do all that stuff. He does not try to catch anything yet, which is bothering the hell out of me. He just lets it hit him, which is funny at the same time. But I'm trying to figure out. I've always thought about this. I'll be honest, guys. I thought about this well before having a kid. I thought about this well before having a wife, girlfriend, right? I thought about how I would go about raising a kid who, I don't want to live through him or her, right? But at the same time, it is a nice passion of mine that I think if they are interested in it, I want to figure out the way to, one, keep them interested in it and motivated, right? Keep all those things clicking. Because I know for me, like, yeah, there were certain things I didn't want to do. Like my brothers and I and my dad would go and we'd do ground balls all the time. Like that's what we would go to a baseball field. My dad was the president at the Little League, so we had keys to get in. It was like we would go practice and stuff like that. The thing that I never ended up doing was no weightlifting, right? I didn't start weightlifting until I went to college. I was tiny. There was no way I was getting on any college team. Maybe I could have went to a small college and played, but I was more interested in like all the fun stuff. So I processed in my mind, like, what would have kept me motivated, right? What would have been like, hey, not a reward for going and doing this thing that was a little bit not fun, right? Like practicing and working out. That's not always, when you're young, that's not the fun thing to do, right? If your friends ask you to come hang out and go get pizza or go play games or whatever, right? Like practicing is not what you want to do. Lifting weights, working out isn't what you want to do.
What's your question?
There's no question. I'm honestly at this point just having like more of a discussion, right? It's like, I'm kind of saying like, here's the question for you guys. I have processed some things in my mind about how I might go about that. What about you guys? Like what in your mind kind of you would think you might be able to keep that fire lit?
As far as what?
With your kids?
Any passion, yeah.
With your kids or yourself?
Kids. Raising kids. Building character. With yourself.
I can go first.
Well, I mean, you can start with yourself as well. You mentioned the lights, the Friday Night Lights, and being and starting streaming and realizing like that passion, right? Like having the lights on you and things like that started to light the fire.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's not. That's why it wasn't really a question to start, right? It started as just like more of a discussion.
No, I get what you mean. I mean, my kids, they come in here, they sat down in this chair, and they know something's going on. And my daughter knows this. She'll put this in front of her mouth, and she knows if she talks loud enough, someone's gonna hear. And I say it like that because streaming is all about being heard. It's about putting yourself out there. And I encourage that with Sophia way more than I do with Mason. And it's not because I discourage him or anything. He's just not at that level of understanding yet. Like with my daughter, I talked to Miranda about it, and I've said it on past episodes. If this is something my daughter wants to do, I will encourage the shit out of it because it will teach not only scheduling, it'll teach you how to be, presentable, how to make yourself something. And I mean, it's just a matter of sparking that fire, like you guys say. You need to put passion into something, and if this is something someone wants to do, and I can tell you, when my daughter sits down in front of this screen and she pulls that mic down, she wants to be heard, and that says a lot.
She can be successful.
Oh yeah,
about motivation and just getting after it. So she's outgoing. Good work. So yeah, I'd probably agree with what Black's saying, really, on trying to, I don't have kids, but I mean, my idea, I try to think about that more and more now. that I'm older is, okay, well, if I have kids or whatever, how would I want to teach them or treat them? And I try to go about that and that kind of almost that same point of view and that eyeglass. And being single and with no kids helps that now. And at least I'm thinking about it now because I'm trying to learn from guys like you and husbands and everything else of kind of what to do, what not to do.
You have it
but
easy.
that's what I've been told. So I'm gonna keep it this way for a little bit. But I mean, it's just about when they have a curiosity, helping them learn how to explore it properly is gonna my short answer for that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, this, at least for me, has stemmed well before. Like, I'm talking like, I want to say like very late teens, early 20s. For
Mhm.
me, no girlfriend at this time, right? Nothing on the horizon. My mind was processing how I could raise a kid to live through my failures, right? Succeed through my failures versus find their own failures. Like that's essentially what I'm getting at, right? And that happened well before me having kids. Now I'm like in the moment, and obviously I have a kid, and he's only a little bit over a year, so it's not a big deal. But one thing is always in the back of my mind, right? One, I don't want to force them into my path,
Mhm.
right? That's
Yep.
obviously not what I want to have happen. I hope that he wants to go down a similar path, or at least a path of my interest, because it makes it easier for me
It's
to help.
easier.
It's easier for me to help, like Black said. I mean, if his daughter's grabbing the stream and going in the stream, and it's a little bit easier for him to help her with that than if she wants to be a professional ballerina or something, right? I don't think,
Yeah.
Black, you have that past. Maybe you do. I don't know. No?
All my sisters were gymnasts, like
Oh, no, I
growing
meant
up in
yourself. No?
gymnastics and shit.
No?
Other than that, no.
Okay, all right. Well, so
No.
it's a little bit easier when it's down the same path. And the second thing, you obviously don't want them to not fail on their own either, right? They need to do it too to build themselves up, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
but for me, like, it's always been a process of like, what would have motivated me more when I was younger? What would have kept me on a track of being successful when I was younger, right? I'm not saying I'm not successful in life at this point. I'm not saying that, but like, when I grew up, I'm going to tell you right now, my dream was 100% to play Major League Baseball, right? Like, baseball, you don't have to be 6'5". You don't have, you're not, it's not a big sport. You can be 5'11", 6', 5'8", whatever, right? Altuve for Houston, you bang on some trash cans, he'll hit a home run. You know what I mean? But for anybody who doesn't get the reference, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm basically saying, like, what kept me off of that track, right? Like, what got me off of that track, and how could I maybe keep him on it without being the person that he hates, right? I don't want to do that. So that's all
Yeah.
it was. It was more of a conversation around that.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to, and this goes for me too. I mean, clearly, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, I guess you don't really know if you're on the right track or not.
Sure. Sure.
Especially until you get there. So
Sure.
that's kind of a thing. The only thing you can do is be supportive.
Sure.
And like I said, I think for me, for my kids, and for me as a person, it's always been about festering that creativity and finding that curiosity, and then learning how to, like I said, hone in on it, and then just be able to explore it. Because we're all human. We all have thoughts. We all have feelings. We all have this. We all have good days, bad days, whatever. So it's about, for me, it's about trying to be grounded. You can't be completely grounded all the time, but you can, learn habits and different things to try to, when you're not, to continue to move, work towards that goal. So if you're talking about like your kids and what, baseball or whatever you
Or
want to do when you want
whatever,
to,
right?
just whatever you want to be when you grow up, and you think you failed. I mean, obviously, you didn't get, you can't, you don't want to think you failed, because then you're going to end up going either making the same mistake again with your kid, or have them go through a mistake or something. Or that's my opinion. You can't, here's the thing is, you can't run away from that type of stuff. You just have to go through it, like you said. Now you said that's how you thought before you had kids, and now that you have kids, you're kind of just going through it. Now that you're doing it, it's different. It's like it's having that courage, you know. It's like having the heart. You guys were making fun of the Wizard of Oz earlier. What was the lion had? Lion had no courage. Yeah, I mean that's what I thought about that type of stuff is really.
Yeah. No, so well, I'm glad I asked, or at least even if it wasn't a question, right? Had the conversation because I just got
Yeah.
this week's or this episode's lesson out of that. I'm leaning towards stay grounded. You kind of touched on being grounded, so I might play around with that a little bit,
Yeah.
or
If
I
you
mean,
have
even
any other,
stay motivated or anything like that. I mean, so what I do, Jesse, typically is I send a chat. You know, hey, this is what I kind of have suggested as a life lesson. I mentioned this before to you. Based on our conversation, I kind of pull stuff out of it, and then I send it to our guest, which would be you this week, and say, hey, what do you feel about this? And last week even Kabuta, he took what I sent some suggestions, and he actually sent me back one, said like, what if we morph it into this? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I'll be doing that throughout this week, and I'll expect it back before midnight as well.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he
I
never
was. I went.
posted on time.
My dog ate my computer, so I ate an extra day.
Mice
Like,
ate the power cord.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
we got mice running.
yeah, dude. So that's how that will go down. I'll shake it down. I like to put it on the little thumbnail and shoot it out there to YouTube and get it going. So, well, hey, I think now we're at the 2-hour mark. So I am not letting you hold this over my head.
2 hours 6 seconds.
Yeah, I am not holding this over. You're not holding this and winning Mario Kart over my head.
I was gonna say you need the extra practice anyway. We can get off.
So I mean, I'm not.
early if you want.
I do it live. I
No,
play
the king
Mario
is.
Kart on Mondays. That's it.
I'm the king.
You're the king for 2 weeks ago.
I'll agree with that.
So Black,
you.
stay out
Thank
of it.
you.
Stay out of it, please. Stay out of it. For those of you out there, we do play Mario Kart 8 on the Switch on Mondays from 9 till 10 Eastern Standard Time. What is that? What are you holding?
You can buy these for $9 on Amazon, Jesse.
What are the mic thing?
New cover.
No.
Oh my god!
I know. I have a little white spot on mine. Sorry, I'm too heavy.
Well, hold on. No. I don't see.
I
anything.
do this a lot where I just like sit on my mic, and
So
like it's got a little dent in it now, and it bugs the piss out of me. So I bought like 20 of these,
Yeah,
just so I can replace them.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like up on my mic, and I can't.
I have to be. I can't not do it. Like,
No, dude, I
watch
get
Joe
comments on
Rogan
my
too.
TikTok all the time, and they're
It's
like, "Why are
like-
you eating your mic?" And I'm like, "Oh no."
fucking feels good. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying?
It does feel good.
Black,
Yeah.
you are not getting me in trouble for not getting him off in 2 hours. Sorry. So,
It's gorgeous.
what I was trying to say is on Mondays, if you're interested in playing Mario Kart 8 and whooping up on Jesse like I normally do, and he got lucky 2 weeks ago. Yes, I said it. I said it here. He got lucky 2 weeks ago. You can join the Discord, and then there's a Mario Kart channel. You can just join and play with us on Mondays. Otherwise, you'll be able to find Jesse streaming to DragonsAfro a lot, 24 hours starting tomorrow. Yeah, he'll be streaming for 24 hours straight starting tomorrow.
We'll see.
And yeah, so if you want to be a guest in a future episode, I told Black I'm going to start plugging this a little bit more as we're dwindling on guests. Join the sign up and, come on over, have a conversation with Black and I. Hopefully you have a better cam setup than, my guy Jesse here. I'm just kidding. He's got too good at cameras. That's the problem.
Haters.
I'm not hating on anything. Jesse, I'm assuming you're going to stop streaming though and go work on your paper. Otherwise I would rage you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Probably gonna go
eat
play
something.
Valorant.
And then,
He's gonna go
I'm
play
playing
Valorant.
Valorant. I've been lying this whole time. I've
That's
just been
fine.
training for
I
a
don't
team.
care. I don't care. That's fine.
Love me some Valorant.
Listen.
Love it.
Listen, if I had a single friend that didn't lie to me, I don't know what I'd do to myself.
That's the person.
Anywho. All right. Into the fuzzy screen, into the abyss.